Afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our latest virtual assembly. It's also, you'll be pleased to hear, one of our final virtual assemblies as well, because we are now into the final week of the academic year. It's incredible that by Friday it will be the end of term and the beginning of the summer holidays after a truly extraordinary year here at King Henry School. You'll be pleased to hear that this assembly is relatively short. It's just going to focus on a few key reminders as we go into this final week. I am going to start, though, as you would have expected me to, with this picture, because it is now the morning after the night before. And after all of the hope, all of the excitement, all of the enjoyment of the past few weeks, England's first final since 1966 ended in defeat last night on penalties once again, this time to Italy. And whenever we experience or see or participate in a defeat, it can provoke a wide range of emotions. And there'll be some people this morning who are upset, some who are angry, some who are just tired, some who are frustrated. There'll be some people who really wanted England to win. There'll be others who didn't really mind or care or were interested. But it was interesting to see the scenes last night on that TV screen because it meant so much to those players. You can see how upset and emotional some of them were. And when I think about here at King Henry School, the values that we talk to you about all the time, we talk a lot about resilience. It's one of our core values. It means to keep going. And the other one's optimism, to be positive. So often when you lose or you're defeated, people feel rubbish about themselves or their team or their country or whatever it is. Being optimistic is really important in life. We've got a World Cup less than a year away. And if things were easy, if our football teams always won, if we found things really easy in our own lives, then it wouldn't be particularly enjoyable. If you always win, if you always succeed, it would get boring. It would lose that special feeling. Remember, we talk a lot. Failure isn't fatal. It's never a full stop. And the same is true for a football team as it is for us as individuals. What's important is that we have the resilience to keep on going, even when things are tough, and the optimism that things are going to work out in the end. So the takeaways, resilience and optimism. And let's show that this week as we go into our final week here at King Henry School. Last week, we also, of course, had our own sporting competitions. We had our sports day on Thursday and Friday, and congratulations to all students involved. It was fantastic to run a full sports day. I believe it's the first full sports day that we've had into school for a number of years, with everyone participating or spectating and having some enjoyable time, both with teachers but also with their friends on the field. The weather held out, which was great, and it was really good to see people competing in good spirits on Thursday and Friday. So well done to everyone involved, and a big thank you to our PE team as well, who put on the events over the 2 days. This year, I've tried really hard to make sure that we have listened to students and student voice throughout the year. We've set up our student parliament and our school council to make sure that students' voices are heard when it comes to decision making. We have included students in our surveys around the school. And we have had requests that we have tried to respond to. So we were told, for example, that there needed to be a bit more care put into areas of the school, such as the link. And you will know the amount of work that's gone on to raise that area, to make it inspiring and to brighten it up for students. There are smaller requests that have come along. The slush machine at lunchtimes, you will know that we brought that back in the last couple of months. Lots of students wanted us to build an even bigger, better football academy. And you know that we've signed Chelsea Football Club to help us do that. There's also been a request throughout the year for Own Clothes Day. And recently, a group of Year 8 students have been trying to persuade myself and Miss Gibbs and Mrs. Ribbons-O'Para to have an Own Clothes Day. And I've decided that as we approach the end of term, that I will let you have an Own Clothes Day. So this Friday, the final day of term, will be Own Clothes Day here at King Henry School. Of course, you don't have to participate in Own Clothes Day. You can wear your school uniform as normal, or you can wear your King Henry School PE kit. But if you want to, Own Clothes Day will be on Friday. We will be asking students to make a £1 donation to the Student Parliament's chosen charity, which is Cancer Research, a really important charity. So any money raised going to such a good cause. So if you're taking part in Own Clothes Day, if you're planning to on Friday, then a £1 donation to the Student Parliament, please. And I hope that will help you to finish off the year in a really fun way on Friday, but also shows again that we do listen to the requests that come in. We do want school to be as enjoyable as possible for you here at King Henry. Just want to briefly talk about the final day. So as well as being Own Clothes Day, the timings are slightly different. I've decided that we will have a half day on Friday. So you get Own Clothes Day and half day. So we finish at midday at 12 o'clock. That means that students will need to come to school as normal for 8:45. Do not be late. Do not lose your break. Get through that gate before 8:45 in the morning. After form time, it's period 1 lessons as normal. So whatever you'd normally have on a Friday, period 1. Period 2 lessons as normal. Break time is 10:40 to 11 for all students as normal. But at 11 o'clock, instead of going to period 3, you will go back to tutors for an extended tutor time. This will include the final virtual assembly of the year, where we'll be celebrating students' achievements throughout the year. A form tutor PowerPoint with some key reminders, particularly around safeguarding and making sure you stay safe over the summer holidays, and the King Henry School big quiz of the year. Once those things are done, then we will be dismissing students around midday. I say around midday because it will be dismissed by room, 1 form at a time, dismissed by heads of houses. So there won't be a bell. It'll be heads of houses coming in to dismiss their form groups, 1 form group at a time. So that is the plan for Friday. Of course, you can wear own clothes on Friday as well. Really important that we finish this academic year on a real high, everyone. So the next couple of days are going to be important days for us to make sure we have our final lessons, that we put all the effort in that we would normally put in, and that we make sure that we have a great end to the school year. It's been a really challenging year, a really encouraging year, and we want to make sure that we finish it as a family, looking out for each other, looking after each other, and finishing it on a high on Friday. Have a great week. I'll see you for my final virtual assembly before physical assemblies return in September in that extended tutor time, period 3 on Friday. Take care.